I find this kind of hilarious. So the 49ers are looking into trading Deebo Samuel, not necessarily because they want to trade him, but because Deebo Samuel requested a trade at his exit meeting, and the 49ers have granted him and his agent permission to find that trade partner if it's out there, which I don't know after this year, considering how freaking awful he was. Now, the trade market was there last year, and the Niners absolutely should have traded him then, but he didn't want to get traded then, and I guess they were waiting for his green light, which they now have. A little too late. I just want to point out that I think I called this. I mean, I was sort of showing you during the season, like, hey, look, Deebo and Kyle aren't standing next to each other at practice anymore. They used to be best buds. Hey, maybe Deebo wants out. Maybe it's not that the Niners are pushing him out. I mean, did the Niners phase him out this year? Not really. He complained about his opportunities, but he got 81 targets. The year before, in 2023, when everything was going great, he got 89 targets. So it just seems like Deebo is unwilling to admit that he's fallen off, that he's not good anymore. And he wants to blame the Niners. It's the 49ers' fault that he can't beat man-to-man coverage. It's the 49ers' fault that when he somehow gets open against zone, he drops the ball. It's the 49ers' fault that he's usually what appears to be 15, 20, 25 pounds overweight. I mean, they list him at 215. Do you think he weighs 215 pounds? Is that their fault? Is he going to go to some other organization at 29 years old and learn how to run routes and catch passes and stay in shape? I don't think so. But I do think it's quite charitable and generous that the Niners have given him an opportunity to find that trade partner. Who's it going to be? Raiders could use a wide receiver. Is Deebo a wide receiver, though? He used to call himself a wide back because he could sort of play running back and wide receiver, but now he's not a running back anymore. He's not good at that. And he's not good at running routes or catching passes. So he's kind of a kick returner at this stage of his career. He's sort of like the new, younger Cordero Patterson. And I don't know. I just don't know that he knows that. I think he thinks that he's still an elite wide receiver. And I think he's had a very tough time coming to grips that he's not that anymore. And he still hasn't come to grips with it. And he's going to have to learn some hard truths about himself and the market and where he fits into it this offseason when teams just laugh and hang up on his agent repeatedly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some team out there like the Jacksonville Jaguars that's dying to have 29-year-old Deebo Samuel after seeing him at the Super Bowl looking like he's not particularly hungry anymore. So maybe that team's out there, but the self-awareness of Deebo Samuel. And look, he could have been on this team this year. The Niners weren't going to do the right thing. He had to request the trade. So really, Deebo Samuel doing the Niners a solid, doing something they couldn't do for themselves. He really has the Niners' best interest at heart. He wants them to be better, and he knows that they'll be better off without him. So Deebo, salute.